Hello guys, and welcome to the second match, or the second game in match number 3, featuring our fun and rarely represented Protoss friend, NEXGenius, playing against his still horrible yellow foe, the Zerg, OGS TheWinD. I'm going to go ahead and this is, of course, OGS was unable to win last time. Wind ended up just sweeping past Genius and just making his hair move slightly, but did not actually cause him to fall down or anything like that. So Wind is going to have to stir up a tornado this time around. That tornado looks like it's not going to take the form of cheese because I don't see any early trickery going on. We are at 10 out of 10. And yep, there's the Overlord, so no hatchery trick or anything like that. Pretty standard play coming from Wind over here. Meanwhile, we do have the pylon going down up at the ramp for a, obviously a ramp block. Ramp blocks are always very important against the Zerg. It was interesting last time we played, we actually didn't see a ramp block. I'm sorry, when we first game we didn't see any ramp blocks when it was Terran versus Terran because they're all ranged and ramp blocks don't really work that well. But against Zerg it's really important, and really against Protoss too, I would say. So, there comes the gateway and the scout. Pretty standard, of course. This is, of course, on blistering sands. I say of course a lot, but of course is very important. I enjoy of coursing. Of courseness? Something. Anyway, here comes the mighty probe moving across the map. He's going to see what's going on. He's going to probe the wind. I don't know how actually you do that. The wind seems like a very difficult thing to probe, but that's just how good Genius is. He's going to probe the wind. So here he sees the first creep. He went straight to the wind's base. How amazing is that? And he is going to, of course, see the spawning pool. Spawning pool's about 70% right now. Pretty just again standard spawning pool. Looks like Probe's going to pick a fight with 2 drones and then run away being like, I can't fight 2 of you! You guys are crazy! In the meantime, back over here, his gateway is up and he's actually going for a second gate. So, fairly quick 2-gate. Not astoundingly quick, not like I'm expecting Zealot rushes to come over here and beat down his wall, but still 2-gate before Cybernetic's core, kind of similar to what he did last time. I actually didn't see if the gate or the core came down first. So meanwhile we do have a Roach Warren coming up, so if he is going to go for Zealots, he's going to be in bad shape, because Zealots do not do very well against Roaches. And yes, it does look like... Nope, there's the core. I was going to say, yeah, still no core down, but nope, there is one. Once again, production tab, you are my friend. I should be using you more often. The developers are so nice to actually give me, and it does look like we got Metabolic Boost coming. So, Metabolic Boost coming only off of 1 extractor, though, so it looks like we're not going to see an early layer and a push to mutas or anything like that. You do that, you get a second extractor very, very quickly. As it stands, he just needs enough gas to make, a couple roaches as the time comes. I would almost say he needs more gas than he has, but I guess it's okay. I do wish he had more roaches on the way, because I like roaches. Roaches are cute. Actually, I hate them. I wish they would die. And there's the queen. You can see this is a very professional player because he's actually using his energy before he gets to 200. Amazing, I know. I got very confused when that happens, but oh well. The first 2 roaches, are they actually moving out? Wow. Okay. Looks like, I'm guessing that Overlord saw him coming or something, because those roaches were just waiting for him to come up the ramp, and then bam. Be-lamo. So we do have, looks like 2 sentries coming out, and of course the Zealot here. That should be more than sufficient to actually hold this. The real question, are the roaches going to go for the rocks? Oh, that poor little Zergling. Zergling's trying to break down the rocks all by himself. But here come the sentries over here to see if the rocks are being broken down, and indeed they are. So the sentry's going, oh no! Wow, the sentry has some range on him. I always forget how far sentries can shoot. They've got a range of 5, which is more than I think they should. I never think they should have quite that much. But they only do 6 damage a shot. And, hey, you lazy roaches, get to work. Get to work! So we've got a lot of roaches, a lot of length coming, so a pretty... If he doesn't actually see the strength of this attack, although he is getting 4 gateways up. So he should be able to pump out some troops in plenty of time. Where is... It looks like he has... Yep, there's Warp Gate done. Warp Gate is complete. Here come 3 sentries. He needs some more troops, and he needs them right now. Because they're coming, right? And very intelligently, the roaches are coming up over here. Meanwhile, the Zergling's going to run the front door, where there's... Well, maybe the Zergling's going to run the front door. Nope, the Zerglings came back around this way. So where is the army? The army is hiding up among the probe line, which is always smart. Which means, of course, these guys are going to run over here and take out that zealot and start trying to fight off. Very smart move by WIND right here, because WIND went up here to try and attack those things in order to cut off supply line and kind of force the engagement. And then he's going to run back here. This is a very well and easily defended position. So I don't think WIND should have actually come back down here. WIND should have just kept the pressure run up here, taken this down, taken down the warp gates, and just kept hitting him where it hurt, and maybe come over here, starting hitting these warp gates. I don't think you should really try and attack the army that's in there. I mean, you can wear them down, you don't have to kill them right now, because as you can see, he's slowly losing this fight. There's enough ensconced guys. There's a sentry and still, 7 stalkers right there. So, I'm going to come up here. I would really be moving over here and taking on these if I were him. But I'm not him. I remind myself of that every day. You are not the wind. You're not even the shadow in the dark. Well, we have the wind coming in. We also have an expansion going down. Wind doing very well the classic rule. Attack while you, or expand while you attack. Kind of put them on the defensive. And now he's going to withdraw. I think he had Genius kind of on the defensive. I think he could have done more damage over here and taking these down. But he chose not to do that for whatever reason. I don't know. I haven't asked him yet. I don't think he'd tell me, even if I did. I have a good little force moving through here, although those are just Zerglings. I saw a big old blob of yellow moving, and I was kind of concerned for a little while. Like, oh, damn. That's going to be no good. No good, monsieur. So, WIND, it looks like, certainly taking an early advantage. Kind of has Genius pinned inside his base. The Genius is up on 3. Now, he's back to 4 gates, and with him trying to, with WIND trying to expand right now, this may end up turning the game around. I don't know. Just because I'm not seeing WIND make a lot of troops, whereas Genius keeps on putting them out. So if Genius does scout and does a good push, I mean, he could mow right through here and be in the expansion and taking it out. It looks like WIND is actually very aware of this. He's putting down spine crawlers and putting down some of his own natural defenses. Because he certainly, last game, Genius was very good about coming in and busting up his expansions, and he's like, no, you have to work a bit on this one. I'm not going to let you just bust it down. Meanwhile, he's got his Zerglings up here, which I really like that. Naturally, you're not going to see that as you come through. So what that will end up doing is giving him a very nice flank. That if he comes through this way, he'll be heading over here, and then the Zerglings will come in from the side behind, whilst Roaches are coming in from this way, and it will be beauteous. Beautilicious. Plus, that Overlord is going to be a very good side of right here, so he is aware. Although, that was really smart. I don't know if you guys saw that. But it looks like, how did he had some guys over here? Maybe he was just scouting. But I think he's doing a good job of keeping the entire strength of his army hidden. Because when the Overlord was watching, he only saw this little, half over here. And didn't see all these stalkers. So, very nicely done. It's like the Zerglings are on the move, but are they going anywhere? They're going to come down here, and they're going to see the actual strength of the army, but if they're smart... No, they're going to run right past the army and go into the base. This could be horrible if there's... Okay, there are a few troops still here. But man, those are Stalkers. Stalkers do not do very well against Zerglings. These Stalkers probably are going to die, but thankfully they're not going to die before the army comes back, so the probes themselves are mostly okay. Probes are not going to die to this. So that was kind of lucky, and oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shields. These Zerglings are just going to get picked off. There's a couple of them left, but they're not going to go anywhere. They are pinned down and out of luck. And there is the Gate Guard Zealot Gloves, like, you shall not pass. Kind of interesting that he rebuilt the pylons up here. I mean, I know why, to restrict flow, but it's like, they took out all this stuff, but I'm gonna build pylons. I'm just gonna be a rebel. Looks like Genius is gonna come through here, and this is what I was talking about before. He's going to ignore the expansion here, which is where all the defenses are, and go straight in through the back door. I'm assuming he must have scouted that at some point. I never saw a unit go over there, and it does look like WIND is cognizant to this, and he's trying to put some spine crawlers down, but I don't think they're going to make it up in time. This could be the end of the game right here. I don't know. I hope he can put this off. I would like to see a third game, but I don't. This army is overpowering right now, and those shields make it very, very hard for WIND to really engage. We do have the spine crawlers up now, so the spine crawlers are able to keep getting in here, but unfortunately, he's just not able to really push up. He's not able to engage very well. So this is a very, very well timed attack here. But my words are failing me right now. But Yeah, the Zerglings and the Roaches are all down. They're having to retreat. It's just really the Stalkers and a few extra troops. Drones are coming off the line to try and push this back. I think they're a little bit too late. There goes the Queen. Queen is going to go down. We're down to just a couple of Spine Crawlers and some Roaches now. Micro going back and forth. Down to maybe about 4 Zerglings at this point. And a single Spine Crawler. The Spine Crawler goes down. A couple more trying to come up right now. Drones coming back off the line, unable to really get it done. Drones cannot keep up with those Stalkers. They keep microing back and forth and dancing around. There goes the last Spine Crawler. The defenses are down. Device Soldiers coming up for the expansion, trying to take this out, but I don't think they're going to be able to. I think this is probably, at the very least, the last of the main. So the lair is going to go down as well. So I do not see this, and there is the GG from Wind. It looks like Genius is going to take game 2 and move on to the second round. So, good game. Unfortunately, Wind just wasn't able to pull it off, and Genius shows us our first 2-0 victory in this tournament. So, good job there. I'll see you guys in a second for game number 4.